Ducati's season shock. Bagnaia's unexpected battle for form. Can a reigning champion lose his groove this quickly? Ducati faithful are buzzing, but not for the reasons you might expect. The familiar red thunder of Ducati is dominating MotoGP headlines once again. But the main act isn't double title hero Francesco Bagnaia. It's the relentless Marc Marquez stealing the spotlight. But here's where the plot thickens. Marquez's rise at Ducati isn't all that shocking if you look at his career trajectory. He's no stranger to dramatic comebacks, having cut his teeth against legends like Valentino Rossi, Dani Pedrosa, and Jorge Lorenzo. After teasing the paddock with his high-speed promise last year at Gresini, Marquez's current form almost feels inevitable. So when word broke that Marquez would be joining Ducati's factory team, most enthusiasts expected a 1-2 punch at the front. Bagnaia and Marquez steamrolling the competition. But the reality? Bagnaia has been conspicuously off-pace, leaving many fans scratching their heads. The sprint sessions struggle. Let's not sugarcoat it. Bagnaia's issues with sprint races are well documented. These sessions, short, intense battles held every Saturday, proved costly last season, culminating in Jorge Martin snatching the title from Bagnaia's grasp. He openly discussed his discomfort with the bike's fuel tank configuration in sprints versus standard races in Buriram, an unusual detail that tripped him up while others adapted. And this is the part most people miss. Unlike Formula One, where sprints are a novelty, in MotoGP they're a mainstay. By now, most would expect a seasoned campaigner like Bagnaia to have sorted out his approach. To his credit, he cited a lack of confidence with the bike and a different feel compared to the previous season. Yet, it's concerning that the reigning champ is repeatedly losing valuable ground in format he faces every race weekend, deep into the season. Is confidence the real culprit? Here's a controversial thought. Is Bagnaia's real problem mental rather than mechanical? Observers have noticed he sometimes falls apart after being overtaken, slipping into small but costly errors that see him lose several places, something rarely seen in his title-winning runs. So far this year, Bagnaia has stood atop the podium just once, at the Circuit of the Americas, which happened after Marquez crashed out. Texas was a rare bright spot. But by and large, victory celebrations have belonged to Marquez, while Bagnaia hasn't even been in contention for the runner-up spot. Throughout the season, Bagnaia accepted blame for his struggles, until recently. At the Austrian Grand Prix, after a tough weekend despite promising free practice performances, he reportedly turned up the pressure on his team, demanding answers for his motorcycle's lackluster pace. His frustration was hard to miss, especially after finishing 12 seconds adrift of the leader at Austria's Red Bull Ring, a track where he'd been untouchable for 3 years running. Bagnaia told motorsport.com, "I'm always focused. I've never lost my head." Still, he admitted earlier technical problems had come back to haunt him. Is this a hiccup or the start of something more serious? Looking forward, a season far from over now. With Marco Bezzecchi adapting quickly to his new Aprilia and rookie Pedro Acosta pushing his KTM to the limit, Bagnaia's margin for error is shrinking fast. If he wants to remain near the top, he'll need to turn answers into action fast. The second half of the year could see even wilder fights at the front of the field, even if outright dominance may be slipping from Ducati's grasp. And this point is sure to spark debate. For now, Bagnaia's contract runs through 2026, giving him some security and the team a chance to regroup. However, as rumors swirl about Alex Marquez possibly joining his brother in the factory team, pressure is mounting for Bagnaia to reassert his authority or risk being eclipsed. Don't forget, MotoGP is serving up a doubleheader this week. Tune in for the electrifying Hungarian Grand Prix this Sunday, 24th August, at 1300 BST, where all eyes will be on whether Bagnaia can silence his critics or if Ducati's changing of the guard is already underway. Now it's your turn. Is Bagnaia's dip in form simply a blip, Or is the pressure getting to him? Should Ducati stay patient or start planning for a future built on Marquez magic? Let's hear your take in the comments. Agree or disagree, the debate is on.